Welcome. Well, you are at home with Jim and Joy, and you are an important part of our EWTN family. And a blessed Advent to you. We are in the second week. Well, we certainly would love to hear from you, so send us an email with a question or a comment to jimandjoy@ewtn.com. And today our guest is Julie Sagir. She is also known as Julie Tabouli. She's a Lebanese-American Maronite Catholic chef and an award-winning author and a television host. So we're delighted to have Julie with us today, and she came down from New York with her mother.
Yes.
And they brought wonderful pastry treats, and so we're going to be talking about those and eating some of those.
I think that's tomorrow especially,
Yeah.
the sweets. And you know, we did have a son that dated a Lebanese girl at one point in his life. And we would get those sweets.
We did. They came to our house.
Or Seto, the grandmother would make those, and I mean the Christmas treats were just unbelievable. You know, you don't have to know, well, I guess Julie would tell us, I don't know all the names of things, but you know when you eat something and it's good,
and it's good.
There you go.
You don't need to know the name of it to know that it's either good or it's not good.
Yeah.
And
So
a great treat.
But Julie is, you know, a real ambassador for Lebanese cuisine and also kind of Mediterranean cuisine, as she says. And just, it's such an interesting food and delicious food. And she says many Italian people, you know, watch the show. I think she called them Italianese. I think that's what she said, like Lebanese Italianese. I never heard that before, but I think she's making me one of those.
And many Maronite parishes that are all throughout our country, you know, they have festivals. So they bring, and it's a beautiful way that they minister to the communities where they're living and loving and being. And the festivals are an explosion of their culture.
They bring in a lot of money, and they give it to charities.
Yeah, and they invite people to come into their culture and to see and to hear and to smell and to taste and know that it is good.
And Julie Tabouli is here with us. She loves the nation of Lebanon. She loves the Maronite Catholic tradition and church. She loves Jesus Christ. She loves the church. She loves food. And we know with the Eucharist about food, the bread and the wine. Food, eating, the love in the meal is critical. We'll be right back. There's plenty more to come. It's going to be a great, fun show. Don't go away.
Welcome back. Well, you are at home with Jim and Joy, and today our guest is Julie Ann Sagir. She is also known as Julie Tabouli, and if you've ever had tabbouleh, you know it's good. She's a Lebanese-American Maronite Catholic chef and an award-winning author, a television host. You could go to her website, julietabouli.com. Well, Julie, welcome to At Home. We're so excited to have you.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
Well, good. Well, we want, you know, I know other people have watched you on other networks and seen you and heard you.
Yeah.
But today's your grand appearance here at EWTN, and we're excited. So why don't you tell our family a little bit about Julie?
Oh my gosh. Well, thanks be to God. Yes, my grand appearance, and couldn't have thought of a better place than to be right here with both of you at home. So I am first generation, full-blooded Lebanese and Lebanese American. And I was born here in the United States. Both of my beautiful parents, my mother Hinid and my father, my late father, Edward Sagir, both immigrated to the U.S. when they were teenagers into a beautiful industrial city called Utica, New York, in upstate New York. And we have a beautiful parish there, a Maronite Rite church, St. Louis Gonzaga. So that is where I was born. That is the church that I was baptized in. And it was like little Lebanon, really. A beautiful, full, thriving Lebanese community. and obviously our church. And so just a wonderful, wonderful place to be.
So there you were in this beautiful little Lebanese community, right? And many communities are like that, right? They
Right.
come and they say, this is our parish,
Right.
and that we're going to occupy space within walking distance so that the community feels close to the church.
Yeah.
And the church becomes that central figure to that family, right?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We're in walking distance from our church, so we would walk to church every Sunday for Mass, and beautiful liturgy that we have. And then our favorite part as little kids at the time was, and still as grown adults really, is going downstairs afterwards for our Lebanese fried dough, our zlebia and coffee, and just the community and coming together with everybody in our church there. So there was just, my father, Edward, my late father, Edward, was part of the Holy Name Society, a group of devout men who helped with many things in the church. My mother, who's with us today, my beautiful mother, Hinid, we were in very big part of the church as well with just getting us involved in Bible school and learning the Lebanese dancing and the music. The Lebanese, the Arabic music is so beautiful and such this really moving as well in the Mass, and such a big part, the music and the dancing and all of that. So she had us involved in all of those things when we were growing up.
I may have missed it, but where did you go to school? Was it public school or was it school with?
So we moved when I was 6. Sadly, after my father passed when I was very young. So we moved from Utica to a suburb outside of Syracuse, and so I grew up going to the schools in that suburb area there.
Let's speak for a little bit about women. Your mother, your grandmother, because you mentioned her,
Yes.
and then Our Lady, in Lebanese faith and tradition.
Yeah.
So the influence of these women on your life,
Yeah.
helping you to be the woman you are now.
Oh my gosh, I just got chills as you said all of those wonderful things. My mother, my grandmother, who's my sitto, sometimes people pronounce sitto like sitti,
Right.
whichever way you say it. It's Lebanese grandmother. And my maternal grandmother, my mother's mom, she's really with me each and every day. And she was in Lebanon, and in the northern part of Lebanon where we're from. And really everything that I do, every part of who I am as a woman of faith, as a woman in the kitchen, cooking, our hospitality, our gardening, our farming, it really stems from my grandmother to my mother, my sitto to my mother, and to me. So they're just such strong, faithful women in my life.
Yes.
My grandmother, my sitto in Lebanon, was a very holy woman as well, very devout, especially to Our Lady. Yeah, you mentioned Our Lady. Our beautiful Blessed Mother, we call her Our Lady of Lebanon. We have St. Hadissa, which is in beautiful, gorgeous statue, enshrine of her in Hadissa, in Lebanon itself. She overlooks the Mediterranean Sea and Beirut and Juni and beautiful along the Mediterranean coast. We also have Our Lady of Lebanon here in the U.S. It's a basilica and national shrine in Youngstown, North Jackson, Ohio, of Our Lady of Lebanon, which is like a replica of the one in Lebanon itself. So my mother and I and many people from our church in Utica, St. Louis Gonzaga, and many around the faithful Lebanese and non-Lebanese, travel their pilgrimage rather. To Our Lady in Ohio for her Assumption. So every August, that's where we'll be, and that's where we are, my mother and I. So really, that devotion to our faith, to Our Lady, from my mother's mother, my grandmother, my sitto, to my mother, and to me. So it's just, I'm just so thankful to have it. I mean, I'm just so So every day I'm just so
Well, it's
thankful
so
to God.
important because, you know, so many cultures, when they come from other lands and come to the United States, some of the cultures break down,
Yeah.
right? And so you become Americanized in a good way and in a bad way. And so it's really so intentional. Everything that you do has to be so intentional as to say, these are the practices, these are the things that we're going to participate, not only in our faith journey, but also in our culture and in our customs and how we be and what we do, right? And so your grandmother, did she ever come to the United States?
She did a couple of times when I was younger. I do remember her maybe like twice. That again, I was younger, and so there are memories of her. It's funny in the suburb, in the neighborhood where we grew up as a young girl. I remember when she did come, she was, of course, always cooking for us and always sharing with my older siblings, and I am the youngest of four, so I have my older sister Selma and my two brothers, Freddie and Edward Jr. And I remember my grandmother would come out of the house when, you know, was ready to call us to come eat, and she would say "skiboo," like "skiboo's, eat, it's time to eat," you know.
Manja, manja,
yeah,
manja,
yeah. And so those are really like beautiful, vivid memories I have of her as a young girl when she was here in the U.S. But there was, you know, quite a bit of time that I hadn't seen her, and so then I had the opportunity to go to Lebanon many years later. I was working in New York on television. That is my background. And I get this beautiful opportunity to go to Lebanon for the first time because I'm American born. And I stayed with my August 1st. I landed in Lebanon, in Beirut. One of my uncles picked me up and we traveled north about an hour and a half to my grandmother's home in Ardi, which is a little rural village in northern Lebanon. And I finally made it to the footsteps of her door, and she comes out with arms open wide. My entire family, all of my mother's sisters are there, all of my aunts I've never met in my life, their children, all of my first cousins I've never met, many other relatives. They're all awaiting my arrival, and trying not to get teary because she came out and was like, you know, my granddaughter is here from America. And it was just that feeling that I had made it to her, she had made it to me, and I stayed an entire month long with her in the home that my grandfather, my mother's father, her late husband built, staying in the same room that my mother grew up as a young girl before she immigrated. She made that journey, brave journey and courageous journey from my grandmother to send my mother here at 16 years old for education and you know, better living and all of these things. So, and really just was like, in all my family, they're visiting with me. So I was just falling in love with Lebanon, and Lebanon, I feel like, fell in love right back with me. I didn't know it then, but I was documenting my entire journey that month long as if I knew that I was going to be Julie Tabouli, but I didn't know it at the time. And then it wasn't until I returned back to New York, to the States, and I was looking across the water there and realizing now, knowing that half of my family is in Lebanon, and that bittersweet feeling, and that bittersweet feeling that my mother and my Uncle Dominic, her brother, who's my guardian after my father passed away, what they must have felt. And it was just like this God-given epiphany that you are going to be the representative for Lebanese cuisine. It was a God-given epiphany. That's really how Julie Tabouli started. I realized there was no real, at the time, this is 2007, 2008, there was no real representation of our cuisine, our culture, our customs, our traditions in the home, or especially in the kitchen, on television. And I said, I'm going to go out and I'm going to try to represent my country and my culture and my cuisine and our faith. And all of our families and all of the families here in America in Lebanon. And I called my mom, and she was we're in upstate New York, and I said, I'm going to move back home, and I'm going to teach people how to make Lebanese cuisine. So she was thrilled that I was coming back home, and she said yes then to my saying yes to God, that I'm going to get on this mission.
So you went to
do it.
Mama Culinary Institute.
I did. I'm still enrolled. You never graduate. I never graduated. I'm in the Mama Culinary Institute. Yes, the best culinary school in the world that that I couldn't even imagine. So
Yes.
she literally taught me everything, and still continues to do so. And then I'm teaching others.
Yeah.
So
Well, are any of the family in Lebanon able to see you via television, what you do?
They are, it's wonderful. My cousins, some of my cousins actually, one of the main bookstores there in Beirut, she had sent me a photo. We stay connected with them through WhatsApp, and things like that. And the phone, and she sent me a photo of her holding up my beautiful cookbook in the bookstore there, and so that was like amazing. And they're able to see the videos and the shows of mine. And what was really special, because my cookbook was really a culmination of over 10 years of really since when I began. And my mother went back to Lebanon upon my publication of my book, to see my grandmother, my Sitho, sadly before she passed. And my publisher had given me a couple early copies, and I gave it to Mom, and I said, please bring this to Sitho. And so she brought the book to my grandmother, knowing that I felt like
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. And she had it in her hands, that my mother was able to bring her. So she saw it in my aunts, my mother's sisters, and my cousins. So they're and they send me messages all the time of how proud they are of what I'm doing. And we just love them all so much.
Thank God.
Well, thank you, and please continue to share about your family, because that's so much of what our show here is about.
Oh, thank you.
That life, marriage, and the family, is God's plan. And the breakdown of the family, the breakdown of traditions, and understanding, your roots. It's amazing to speak to some people when we find them here and there, and we could tell they're Italian, or they're sometimes Greeks and Italians, maybe Lebanese, kind of the Mediterranean area. So we say, well, where are you from? And so they'll say, America. So I said, well, we know you're from America, but I mean, what's your ethnic? They don't even know.
They don't know.
They don't know that. We're Americans first, so to speak, but we have this heritage, and we've come over, and this is a part of who we are. We're not really, we're colorblind regarding the law and justice, but we're not colorblind or ethnic blind, because that's a part of who we are. And for you to cherish that and to bring that forth is a lesson to us all. We recently had Thanksgiving, and we have 17 grandchildren, 4 children, and so we're all around the table, and we asked them what they're grateful for and thankful for. And it's amazing to hear a number of the cousins, saying, I'm just glad that I have cousins, that I have other family members. I may or may not have friends, but I have my cousin, and they all pair off in terms of their age and everything else. And it just moved me to tears to say, family, like we need family. Every person's a miracle, whether it's one person, 3 people, 5 people, and to know who you are and to know your roots. When we were married, right, on our honeymoon, I shouldn't have done this. We were very young, but I did say.
And I was very brave.
I said, the last day, you were just 19 years old.
Yes.
So I said to Joy, listen, there's something I got to tell you. I said, I'm like a drug addict. There's certain foods that I need. Can you visit with my Zia, my great aunt, and my aunt Anna, who raised me.
And your sister.
Raised me, and just kind of like learn
Take
a little.
note.
This is on our honeymoon. I mean, it's terrible that I did it. But it was that kind of thing, like your women in your life giving to this little girl, this tradition and the way they do it and the nuances of it, and then you got it, you have it.
And the beauty of you being on television and celebrating it.
Yes.
Because sometimes, people shrink back from their cultures. And you can say, no, this is who we are. I'm a Lebanese Maronite Catholic woman. This is my heritage. This is my culture. And I want to share it with you. And then have the people be proud, too, right? So they rise up and say, hey, that's who I am, too.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, that's what I really try to encapsulate, all of those things that you just mentioned in my show, especially in that show Open of Mine, in this celebratory. I said, I'm, want to celebrate our culture and celebrate our faith and celebrate our cuisine and our family, and why not? And that's where, that's the beauty of it all. And that's what I try to convey.
Your openings are really very well done. Usually you want to skip over those because you see them, but the dancing, what you're wearing, the backgrounds, the Mediterranean area, the foods, it's beautiful. We're going to hold you over for the final segment. There'll be plenty more to come. Go to Julie Tabouli, TABOULIE.com. We'll be right back. Plenty more to come. Don't go away.
Welcome back. Well, you're at home with Jim and Joy, and our beautiful guest today is Julie Tabouli, and she's here, and she brought us great treats. And so she's going to talk to us about them and tell us a little bit about them, and then we're going to taste them on our tomorrow show. But Julie, tell us a little bit about what you prepared and what you made and had sent here.
Yes. Oh my gosh, so amazing. Before you, we're never coming empty-handed, the Lebanese. We're known as just as much for our hospitality and sharing. So we're so blessed that we're able to share. These are some of the traditional Lebanese sweets that are in our cuisine as a whole, but also really that we make for special holidays with our Christmas, beautiful Christmas season upon us, and special occasions as well. The sweets in Lebanon are made for special times. Generally after meals we're enjoying fresh fruit and things like that. Not so many, heavy desserts and rich pastries and things like that. So it is always special when you see some sweets on the table, that something good's happened. Or something special is coming, like Jesus. So in the center here is our Lebanese baklawa, and it's made with layers and layers of phyllo dough, brushed with clarified butter, and the filling is a traditional walnut filling. And what makes it unique in the Lebanese way of making baklawa, many other Mediterranean cultures like the Greeks know baklava, or many people know the baklava. We make an orange blossom syrup or rose water syrup. My baklawa is always with the orange blossom water. So it's a simple syrup that's infused with an orange blossom essence. And then that's some pistachio powder right on top. But the fillings can vary. You can have pistachios in the center. You can have almonds. There's so many varieties of baklawas in different shapes that they take on too. So, and then closest to you is very special. It's a semolina and yogurt sweet. Some actually recognize it as a cake, if you will, because you can also serve it as a cake. And it's made with semolina, or farina, and yogurt we call Leban, our homemade Lebanese yogurt, and that also has an orange blossom water and a nice beautiful almond on top. So it has a really unique texture. That's the number one, and I think you'll find that when you both taste it. It's called in Lebanon, in where my mother's from in the north, they call it hiztalaz. It's also known as namura, which is a very more popular name, or also harissa, which I like to call because, of course, I say harissa, Our Lady of Lebanon, although. And then we have far over here is our kanafi, which is a Lebanese sort of cheesecake, if you will, but to the next level. And this also comes in many variations, prepared with either the sheets of phyllo dough or there's another shredded phyllo dough. But for today and for you both, I prepared the sheets of phyllo dough, and there's a cream filling that we call ashta. Ashta is cream. And that again has, I love my orange blossom syrup, so it's doused on all of them with the pistachio powder on top.
Really
so,
had it
you know.
happen on the show, but I'm beginning to salivate. I mean, I really, do I have to wait till tomorrow to eat these
It
things?
is, you can smell the butter. You can
God.
smell the
Yes.
richness and
It's a delight to have you. Thank God we have tomorrow, because you're going to
Yes.
share more about your Lebanese cuisine and faith, and so we look forward to that very, very much. Welcome to the family.
Thank you so
with
very
the
much.
EWTN.
Thank you so much.
So please join us tomorrow, because we're going to get to eat some of this and hear more about the great faith of the Lebanese people and the great cuisine of the Mediterranean, especially Lebanese cuisine. Keep it on EWTN. You're an important part of this family. You're never alone. You're always at home with Jim and with Joy. Bye now.